What's up, guys? We're back again. Basically, I don't know if you lot know, but Jake Paul and Mike Tyson had a fight, and then now this guy's posted a video. It's from Boxing World saying that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson just got sued for scripted boxing match. I feel like there's something fishy going on with it, yeah. But at the same time, I still want to know what's happened, so I'm gonna watch this video because I think Mike Tyson could have beat him up. He's old, I get that, but at the same time, he could have knocked him out. There's so many opportunities that he had where he just didn't take. So let's just hop right into the video and see what this guy's talking about. I've never watched this guy, so yeah, let's get into it.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Many are upset over the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, with some people claiming that it was rigged because many people bet a lot of money and they lost a lot of money. Allegedly, there's this script that got leaked showing how the fight was supposed to go down between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson just got sued for pulling off.
Let me see that script. Hold on.
There's this script.
What the hell? Who made this? Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Round 5, round 4, oh my days, it's got all the rounds saying that in the first round. What does that say? I can't even make it out from here. Well, yeah, that's crazy.
That got leaked, showing how the fight was supposed to go down between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson just got sued for pulling off the biggest scam in recent boxing history. What were you two buddies of thinking? Fans waited 6 long months for this so-called legendary fight only to get served a scripted, tarnished mess. Sure, you might have your reasons, but let's be real. What was the point of hyping this event to the heavens if you were going to give us absolutely nothing in return? You didn't.
Because I watched Mike Tyson's training videos, and the way he was boxing in those training videos is way different to the way he came out in the fight. Like, there's so many things that he did differently. His footwork was even off. His balance was off. Everything was off in the fight. Like, what happened the night before?
Just waste time, money, and energy. You played with the emotions of millions of boxing fans.
Yeah,
Jake Paul, Mike
definitely.
Tyson fight.
Interesting.
Script. How's
Yeah.
that? What do you mean by script? Like scripted in what way?
No, I don't know. I actually really like Jake Paul. It just seems so. It's odd, bro.
Timing is a timing.
I mean, he fights
obviously odd.
No, he fights 2 no-names, beats them both.
How do you plan to make up for this disaster? Because let me tell you, the damage is done. No one's ever going to believe in a real fight again. And it's not just your reputations that are ruined. You've dragged the entire sport of boxing down with you.
Yeah, true. Because I get why Mike Tyson might have done it. If he's paying him a sufficient amount of money, he's obviously going to do it. He's obviously going to go with it. Like, you have to pay the guy. If you're not paying him the right amount, then he's going to knock you out and it's going to be a proper fight. But I reckon he paid him to do this. But yeah, it's a piss take because everyone was waiting for the fight. Everyone was hyped about it, saying, oh, Mike Tyson's going to win, Jake Paul's going to win. And now we get some scripted fight. It's piss take.
Congratulations, you've officially hit a new low.
Well, X has spoken. The fight was scripted. Everyone is talking about this on X, and the script was actually leaked on X a few years ago.
Fans shelled out millions for this hot mess. Pay-per-view, sold out. Tickets, gone. Anticipation, through the roof. But what did we get? A fight so fake, even WWE fans were like, yeah, we've seen better. Fans started out with a $40 million payday. Tyson pocketed $20 million, and the audience was left holding the bag. An empty one, by the way. And then, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, a leaked script surfaced. Round-by-round predictions nailed it. Surprise, surprise. Furious fans are now suing, calling this what it truly was. False advertising at its finest.
Reason and one reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this, so that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson.
Round 1 starts and we're all thinking, okay, maybe this won't be a disaster. Tyson comes in with his old school bob and weave, and Paul prances around like he's the second coming of Muhammad Ali. Tyson lands a couple of jabs, Paul throws a quick combo, and wait, is this real? Tyson's timing was so off, it felt like he was boxing in slow motion. And Paul, he looked like he was just trying not to trip over his own ego.
supposed to go down. So round one was supposed to go like this. The opening bell rings and Tyson, showing flashes of his old form, immediately stalks forward with his signature bob and weave style. Paul maintains distance, circling the ring cautiously. Tyson lands a few jabs, but Paul's youth shows in his superior ability.
Round two rolls around and Tyson lands a solid left hook. The crowd goes wild for 5 seconds. Then reality hits again. Tyson's tank is already on E, and Paul, with all the energy of a kid, hopped up on...
This guy said his tank's already on E, you know, he's taking a piss.
Sugar is bouncing around like it's a schoolyard fight.
Prime. Round two. Tyson comes alive, cutting off the ring more effectively. He lands a thunderous left hook to Paul's body that draws a collective gasp from the crowd. Paul weathers the storm,
man, this is crazy.
using his reach advantage.
By round three,
how are you gonna
Paul's
script
ego
a
is fully
fight?
inflated. He lands a decent right cross that momentarily stuns Tyson.
What the
Tyson
heck?
tries to fight back, but it's painfully clear his trademark moves have turned into sluggish flails. Meanwhile, Paul is strutting like he's just KO'd the ghost of Muhammad Ali. It's embarrassing. For Tyson, for Paul, for boxing.
3. Paul gains confidence, starting to plant his feet more. He lands a sharp right cross that momentarily stuns Tyson. The former champion responds with a vintage combination, but Paul slips most of it.
The grand finale? A scripted knockout punch in round 5. Did we get it? Of course not. Instead, we got a dragged-out decision win for Jake Paul.
Bro, the guy barely touched him. The whole fight, Mike Tyson barely touched him, much less a knockout. You weren't seeing a knockout in that fight. It's crazy how, like, whenever there's a YouTuber involved, there's always something scripted or something, like, for the cameras, for the people that... It's always like a... It's always fake. I don't see why they did that. Why couldn't they just go in there and have a normal fight? I feel like it's because Mike Tyson doesn't really care about his reputation anymore. He's got his reputation. Now he just cares about his kids. That's what he said. So he went in there thinking, okay, if he pays me, I can put the money towards my kids, my family, this, that. He doesn't really care about his career because his career is already over. So why would he need to beat him? He doesn't need to prove a point. He's already proved his point in the past, so it doesn't really affect him. He's just getting free money, basically.
Both in the arena and at home, probably felt like they'd wasted not just their money, but their precious time. Fans didn't tune in for amateur hour.
If I paid for this, I would have been pissed.
What they got was a bad high school drama production with boxing gloves.
That catches him flush on the chin. Tyson's legs buckle and he drops to the canvas. Then he's out for the count, but Tyson, despite his warrior heart, cannot beat the 10 count. Winner Jake Paul by KO.
But wait, let's talk about the real
That would have
element.
never happened.
Mike Tyson's health.
That would have never happened.
This is our tradition.
I hate these adverts that you can't even skip, man.
This is our uniqueness. The endless Dolce Vita.
Just months before this circus act, Tyson was literally fighting for his life. 8 blood
Literally.
transfusions. Half his blood is gone because of complications from an ulcer. And somehow someone thought, yeah, this guy's ready to fight. Texas, you deserve a round of applause for setting the bar so low it's underground. Their medical clearance process is a joke. Tyson, who had lost 25 pounds recovering from his near-death experience, was thrown into the ring with a guy half his age. And we're supposed to believe this wasn't a cash grab?
I'm glad to see that because if I hadn't saw that, I would be worried that this fight may not.
Tyson himself didn't even try to hide it. He straight up said, I did it for my bills. Think about that. The man who once ruled boxing, reduced to taking part in a scripted circus just to pay his expenses. It's tragic. Tyson walked away with $20 million sure, but at what cost? His legacy? His dignity? Honestly, it's heartbreaking to watch a legend.
I mean, people are still going to respect him either way. He's Mike Tyson. Like, you're not going to forget that. But at the same time, it's like, come on now. People are rooting for you to win. At least, it's your last match. Like, at least go in there and fight. Don't go in there and take the piss.
stoop this low.
Reason and one reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this. So that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson
And Jake Paul? Oh, where do we even begin? This guy keeps selling himself as the savior of boxing. He's the guy who turned the sport into a clown show, complete with scripts and fake rivalries. Tyson, a man who deserved so much better, became just another pawn in Jake's ego-driven game.
No. He hit you with one. You give him the tongue. Only because the crowd, got turned up.
But let's not give Tyson a free pass here either. This fight wasn't about skill or legacy. It was about cold, hard cash. Jake Paul didn't just fight Tyson. He used him. Tyson was the bait.
Yeah.
The legendary name.
The guy literally used him, for himself, to get more views, to get more clout or whatever it is. Because Jake Paul knows he's not going to win. So he has to pay this guy to make sure he wins. So that people, I don't even know why he did it, because people are still going to see him as a YouTuber. He's not going to be a proper boxer over one fight. Just because he beat Mike Tyson. And you beat this guy when he's 60, 50 years old, or whatever he is. I think he's 60 years old. But at the same time, you can't go around saying, oh, I beat Mike Tyson, because you didn't beat him in his prime. If he was in his prime, he would have knocked you out.
Needed to pull off yet another payday disguised as a boxing match. It wasn't a competition. It was a money grab dressed up as a historic event.
Yeah, they worked
Fans
together,
shelled out
definitely.
their hard-earned cash for tickets and pay-per-view, thinking they were about to witness an epic clash. Instead, they got what felt like a YouTube parody of a real fight. The only thing missing was Jake blogging mid-round about how he's revolutionizing boxing.
It seemed like he was just going through the motions, and now we might know why. After the fight happened, everyone all over the sport started debating whether it was all just a cash grab. But can we really?
And then Jake had the audacity to say, I didn't want to hurt Mike. Oh, please, let's not pretend this was some noble act of
Is that what you said?
Jake Paul isn't a hero sparing the legend. He's a businessman milking every drop of Tyson's legacy
Is that
for
what you
his own
said?
profit. And Tyson, let's be honest, he knew exactly what this was. He literally said he took the fight to pay his bills.
I'm just fighting to take care of my bills, basically. I don't have the stomach for this kind of no more. I'm more conscious of my children and those guys looking at my parents. I don't have that ferocity. I'm not an animal anymore.
Does that mean we won't see you fight again?
Yeah.
See, this is why you have to respect Mike, because he's straightforward. He'll tell you the straight reason why he's doing what he's doing. He's not going to go around the bush and say other things to make you believe it, or to try and deceive you. He's going to get straight to the point with it.
Imagine being the heavyweight champion of the world, a boxing icon, and ending up as a supporting actor in Jake Paul's reality show. It's tragic. Now the backlash? Deserved.
Look at this guy, man. He's a clown.
Boxing legends like Evander Holyfield and Buster Douglas tore this fight apart. Holyfield pointed out that Tyson's balance and movement were a disaster, and Douglas didn't mince words either, calling the fight a cash grab that spit in the face of boxing's integrity. They're right. Tyson, once a force of nature, was reduced to a sluggish shadow of his former self. Jake, meanwhile, strutted around like he just redefined the sport.
You know, your friend Mike Tyson tweeted that he almost died over the summer. He said, he had a bunch of blood transfusions just as a fight to get healthy, and then his performance yesterday against Jake Paul. Just your thoughts on what we saw.
Mike Tyson was right, and I was wrong.
For fans, the whole thing was an insult. Pay-per-view outages and Netflix streaming failures added insult to injury, making the experience even worse. You pay top dollar for a fight they said would be thrilling.
I'll be
Only to
pissed.
end up staring at buffering screens or worse, a painfully lackluster performance.
Yeah, I'll be
It's like
pissed.
ordering a luxury meal and being handed stale fast food. And if the fight itself wasn't bad enough, the leaked script made it even worse.
Foremost, Mike Tyson, it's such an honor. Let's give it up for Mike, bro. He's a legend.
I'll be pissed if I pay for this.
However, in another...
Fans didn't just feel cheated, they felt played. The match unfolded exactly as the script predicted, fueling suspicions that the whole thing was choreographed. And honestly,
Oh my days. I'm going to pause it for you lot.
Not your
Alright,
savings.
let's carry on.
How could anyone believe otherwise? This wasn't a fight, it was WWE without the pyrotechnics.
Hold on, let me read this. This is one of the most... Get that off my screen. This is one of those situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time. I almost died in June. I didn't know about that. I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 pounds in hospital, and had to fight to get healthy to fight, so I won. Okay, to have my children see me stand toe to toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboy Stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you. Okay, so he's grateful for the experience and that. And I didn't know he had a near-death experience. That's mad. That's mad.
Social media, of course, exploded. Memes roasting Jake Paul and Mike Tyson flooded every platform. Fans dubbed the fight boxing's biggest joke and called out both fighters for staging what many saw as a glorified exhibition. And the lawsuits? Oh, they came rolling in. Bettors who'd sunk their money into what they thought was a real competition were livid. Who could blame them? Millions were wagered on this circus, and the outcome felt as predictable as a soap opera finale.
But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very special.
His balance.
But let's zoom out for a second. This fight wasn't just a disappointment. It was a glaring example of everything wrong with modern boxing.
Yeah.
Fans and critics agree. Jake Paul's fights are more about theatrics than talent. He's not a boxer. He's a brand.
He's not.
And Tyson? Watching him struggle in the ring was heartbreaking. The man who once dominated boxing now looked like he was fighting just to make it to the next round.
These are friends, trust me, these are friends.
Well, X has spoken. The fight was scripted. Everyone is talking about this on X, and the script was actually leaked on X a few years ago.
Here's the harsh truth. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson
Did he just say a few years ago?
$6 million from fans and left them with nothing but a regret. Tyson's legacy took a hit, and Jake Paul cemented his reputation as the king of hype over substance. It was a betrayal. Fans don't ask for much.
No one's paying to watch this again.
Not a scripted spectacle. If this is the future of boxing, we might as well bring in theme music and choreographed dance routines. It's not like they're trying to hide it anymore.
I think I'm gonna handle the situation. You gonna knock him out? I think I'm gonna hurt him again.
Tyson's revelation.
At the end of the day, it was a
See, he even said knock him, he said hurt him, you know.
to every fan who believed in it. A mockery of a sport that used to mean something. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson didn't just fail to deliver. They actively destroyed any shred of respect people still had for this kind of spectacle. So, to the fans suing over this mess, good luck. You deserve every penny back and then some. To Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, congratulations. You've officially turned boxing into a parody.
Yeah.
Hope the payday was worth it. David.
It was worth it for Mike. So that's a piss take, I'm not gonna lie.